Greetings everybody and welcome back to Ingenarius Cuborum. Last episode I was trying to make a quarry but persistently ran out of redstone no matter how much time I spent mining off camera. My mining off camera between last episode and this one gave me about 2.5 stacks of redstone. I've already used a stack of it and I'll show you what I used it on in a little bit, but first I need to actually make the quarry. So start off by making an electronic circuit, which I then need to turn into an advanced circuit. There we go. And now, diamond drill is there. Diamond gears, gold gears, iron gears, and there's my quarry. Now, in order to actually make use of the quarry, there are a couple other things that I need. The first is this, and I fear I may have... No! It's an empty energy cell frame, and it looks like I've actually got it right for once. But I'll go ahead and grab the empty energy cell frame, and then go ahead and craft myself some empty energy conduits. Now I need to head downstairs via the elevator again. You see that hill over there? Part of me is wondering if I shouldn't build some sort of land connection to my base through that hill. But that's something I'll consider further off camera. For right now, the priority is getting back to my old lava tank over here. It's not too much further, thankfully. Alright, I have my liquid transposer. It's already set up. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to empty out this portable tank and then grab it back up again. Now this gives me 1,600 millibuckets of this liquid redstone, and that's actually what I used. I actually used a full stack of redstone to get that, and that's part of what I was doing off camera actually, because it just takes so long that I didn't want to be caught up short. I'm going to go ahead and fill up my combustion engine with lava. Now it is going to take a little bit. I'm not sure offhand how much energy it's going to take to fill this energy cell frame. We're approaching 1,600. There we go. It is 1,600. Now it's going to take up 1,000 millibuckets of that liquid redstone. I'm going to go ahead and put my empty energy conduits into this slot while it's empty. Now I have my energy cell frame full. I think I'm going to go ahead and let this liquid transposer finish filling up the pipes. I just realized I crafted twice as many as I can actually fill at this time. So I'll have some empty energy conduits to fill later. I think I've got enough energy in there to finish the job. In fact, I'm probably going to lose a bit of energy now that I think about it. 1,300, 13, sorry. Why did I say 1,300? I'm not sure. 12, and we are out. 750 Minecraft joules, more than perhaps would have been prudent. Alright. But what I can do is go ahead and get rid of those two. Alright. Gone ahead and placed down my energy conduits. Now I'm going to go ahead and wrench them. That's blue there, and you can actually see that that's a little bit shorter than that, which means that the energy is flowing that way out of the conduit. The energy is supposed to pump into it, so a right click with the crescent hammer will sort that out in pretty short order. So now I'm going to go ahead and loop that around like so, and then down there. So I got my energy cell frame full. Now let me check my uses on that. Okay, so I need 3 electrum, 2 lead, and a redstone conductance coil, which is electrum and 2 redstone. Alright, so let me well, first let me get my conductance coil. There we go. Now I can fill this in, the energy cell frame, the redstone conductance coil. Ingots should be in here, and I believe I want lead ingots for this job. And there's my redstone energy cell. So now I make my way back downstairs, and I'm sorry to say, but the easiest way to do that is to send that ahead of me, the cart that is, and then run over here and jump into the water, because I'm pretty sure even with that, yeah, that's the cart just now arriving at the bottom. So now it's a somewhat shorter sprint across the desert. And we are also, I concede, approaching an off-camera point because, well, basically what's going to happen is I'm going to put this redstone energy cell down. That is blue, which means that the power is going to flow out of these conduits and into this redstone energy cell. It can store up to 600,000 Minecraft joules. It has no energy currently. Let's fix that. I'm going to go ahead and start these two engines running. They're feeding their power into the conduits, and then the conduits are feeding power into the energy cell, and already it's starting to feed the energy cell. Now, my plan at this point really is just to run these two combustion engines out of lava altogether, and let whatever energy they have flow into the energy cell. I don't know how much it will be. I doubt it will be enough to fill the redstone energy cell. But basically, once they're done, I can go ahead and, well, come back on camera once I've got my quarry figured out. That said, I shall return. You know, a thought occurred to me off camera while I was setting up for this recording. I have a quarry. I do have something of a way to power it, and I can come up with a more permanent solution. Probably involve more combustion engines, and I'll probably just set it up over there somewhere. I might even take care of that off camera. You've seen me set up a combustion engine-based power system before, I'm sure. But what I don't really have is a good place to actually do the mining. And I personally think it's time to fix that. So first off, I'm going to go ahead and craft myself some glass bottles. I'm going to go and put a glass bottle up there, feather on the top right. Yeah, and that's going to give me this writing desk here. And then if I put 3 iron on the top, I'm going to get this bookbinder. And now before I actually use either of those, I'm just going to go ahead and craft myself as much paper as I can. And also, which one of these chests has my ink sacks? That one right there. Okay. Yeah, and I've also got quite a bit of leather. I did do some cow hunting off camera. Okay, more than a bit of cow hunting off camera. Turns out swamps are pretty good places to find large numbers of cows to kill, especially if they have a lot of land in them. The Far Swamp in particular, which you can't even see from here, it's about I want to say 1,500 or so meters away from here. But at any rate, you can't see it from here, but it's not too shabby. So I'm going to go ahead and put down the writing desk there. And then I'm also going to go ahead and put the bookbinder here. Now I have to admit, I've never actually used this bookbinder interface. Alright, now let me see. If I just put a leather and a piece of paper, I might as well call it something. Test Age 1. Then I'm going to get a descriptive book for my Test Age 1. While I'm at it, I'm going to go ahead and put my leather and some of the paper in here. So I need 1 leather and 3 paper. Alright. That doesn't do me too bad on that front. Now, at the risk of, to avoid or at least mitigate the risk of losing everything, I'm just going to go ahead and put all of my stuff up over here, all except a single book, and my descriptive book, obviously. And actually, should I make another one of those book stands? Yeah, I might as well make a couple more book stands. I mean, I could probably use them. Yeah. Alright. Then before I leave, I'm going to go ahead and turn my book into a linking book. This is going to allow me to get back to the overworld. I'm going to go ahead and set up this book stand right here. Come to think of it, do I have a chest to spare? I'd like to think I do. I thought I did. Oh yeah, I do. Easily. And I might even grab some iron to turn it into an iron chest. So the recipe is like so. Et voila, one iron chest. That way, if I do get bum ages, I have a place to put them. Meantime, descriptive book goes there. Might as well put my one piece of dirt up. I'm not at serious risk of losing it, but still not prudent. Alright. So now I go to the test stage. Now the thing with Mystcraft is that as much as I would like for this to be so, once I get back to the overworld, I'm not going to be able to actually read the symbols straight off of the linking book. I actually have to explore around in here. There are certain structures that I believe will get me what I want. That said, in terms of effects on me, this actually looks like a really stable age. Even if it is a bit of a cave world. I do have some exploration to do here. There are, supposed to be anyway, structures in some of these ages that I can use to actually get pages that I can use in creating my own linking books. But I honestly did not expect this world to be quite this stable. This is actually a pretty stable world, so I'm going to be exploring around here for a bit. I shall return. Alright, I had to dig my way up to the surface of this cave world. And once I got here, I discovered the real nature of the instability. Yeah. Partly the tendency to set me on fire, but also the slowness when exposed to the sky. And I think that's why it seems so stable down there, because I wasn't exposed to the sky so much. I did come in here to this library. There are 5 lecterns, which I might as well collect. Nothing wrong with getting lecterns, but only one of the 5 actually had a page on it. It did have a page for a nice wasteland biome, which is a start, I suppose, if nothing else. Now, there's also supposed to be a chest somewhere in here. Is it this corner then? Ah, it's this corner. Hey, birch forest, medium biomes, nether fortress, and dungeons. Alright, the dungeons are not inauspicious. I could collect all these bookshelves if I wanted to. I mean, each one's giving me 3 books. Which is not too bad. Certainly it will help speed me along the path of getting these things in Mystcraft. But I can't say it's urgent that I get them. Maybe I'll grab the chest as well. Might as well. Alright, I do want to leave some inventory space. But, yeah, I'm definitely going to go around, roam around looking for another library, and I'll probably come back on camera once I find the next library. Alright, and this is the second library I found in the midst of a forest. Sorry, wrong key there. A little bit luckier with this one. That's noon. Forest biome. And, ooh, glowstone crystals. I'm not complaining about glowstone crystals. Now, I just need to figure out which side has the chest. And also go ahead and grab the lecterns. Must be this corner then, right? Yep, this corner right here, and that's normal stars, stone, cloud color, and setting. Alright. I have to admit I'm not completely understanding what all these pages are, but the more pages I collect, the closer I come to a complete, to a complete ability to ride a stable age that doesn't set me on fire when I try to walk on the surface of it. And actually, given my inventory issues, I think it would be prudent of me to try to make a return to the overworld as soon as I can. So I shall return once I've managed to make my way back to the overworld. Alright, I've visited a number of libraries. I've got a decent number of pages which I've put in this gold chest. I've picked out a selection of 7 that I think I'm going to want for my first stage. I've also crafted for myself a couple of these ink vials and put one into this writing table. I've got 1 notebook already. I'm going to need, I think, a second. So what I'm going to do is, well, first off, I'm going to go ahead and name this notebook Temporary Storage. So I'm going to go ahead and put the temporary storage in there. The mining age take 1 goes in there. Now I'm going to go ahead and put the pages in the temporary storage in the rough order I want them. So that's swampland, then forest biome, then savanna biome, crystals, and dungeons on the bottom. I'll just middle click to get these in order. Alright. And as you can see, I'm just going to go ahead and click on these 7 symbols in order. Now if I take the notebook out of there, I can put it on the hotbar and I can see that I have copies of all 7 of those pages. And if I take the temporary storage out of there, it's got the same 7 pages. I'll put the temporary storage back in here. Alright. And what I can do here now is take this, go ahead and put the pages in here, and I'll call this Mining Age Take 1, because that's exactly what this is. What I can do, I think, is just put the pages out and then put them back in. I must have lost the order somehow. Eternal Snow, Medium Biomes, then the 3 biomes, and then finally the 2 modifiers. Yeah, there we go. That's the order I want. Now, I'm calling this Take 1 because I don't have any terrain generation, so I don't know that I can actually get a stable age out of this. It should be close, but it won't necessarily be stable. So I'm going to go ahead and take test age 1 out of there. Go ahead and put my notebook up and the glass bottle. I'm going to hold on to my linking book. Go ahead and craft myself another pair of link book stands. I'll only need the 1 for this, but I kind of have to craft them in pairs. So I'm going to go ahead and put my other link book stand in here. Now, descriptive book goes here. I've got my lab pack very nearly full. Close enough to full to not matter. Here's hoping this world is not particularly unstable. Weakness and mining fatigue. Well, I was hoping for a stable age. It looks like I'm not all that close to stability. At least there's a library around here where I can pick up some more ages. So, well, so much for stable age. Fog color, snowy rainforest, no forest, dark sun, stone. Yeah, not really any different from what I had before. Oh well. I'm still looking for a terrain generator of some sort, so hey, at least it gives me my crystals, which will be useful for crafting of Mystcraft portals a little bit later on once I'm actually ready to do so. Yeah. Alright. So I'm going to go ahead, harvest some crystals from this age. And also, I think I'm going to go ahead and go off camera, maybe do some further exploring in this age. See if I can't get a terrain generation page, and then I shall return. Okay, so at the end of the day, the mining age take 1. Not necessarily the sort of place I want to have a quarry, but not a bad place to roam around looking for symbols. Still, I need to do something different. So I've got this notebook, and I've crafted a few other notebooks and just started sorting out all the various pages that I've gotten. throughout my explorations. I'm going to have a mining age take 2 here. Let's start with the biome controller and terrain. I'm going to start with standard terrain here. Alright? And then I also want to go ahead and go... yeah, let's just make a copy of the huge biomes. Now, huge biomes requires at least 3 biomes. Let me come up with something good here. Mountain Ridge wouldn't be too bad. Mountain Ridge. Let's see. Savanna. Rainforest, taiga, swampland. Let's see here. Woodlands. I'll go swampland for my third. Just leave it at 3. Alright, as far as the celestial. See, I'm going to go ahead and, let's see, can I do... let's see, setting... Rising, yeah, normal moon, night sky color, yeah. Okay. Well, let's see here. Can I at least do normal lighting? Might as well. And then let's say noon. Hopefully that's going to be stable. Weather. Do I have a normal weather? No, I do not. I do, however, have an overcast. And let's go 0 length for that. Alright. Now for the miscellaneous. Let me think. Huge trees, lakes, snow seas, ravines, scorched surface, star fissures. Actually, did I put my crystals up in here? I did. So I'll go ahead and give this age crystals. Now I'm going to go ahead and give this notebook a little bit of a check here. Got 10 symbols at the moment. Standard terrain, huge biomes with my 3 biomes. Normal lighting, noon, overcast. I'm going to go ahead and swap 0 length and overcast. That might matter. And then the crystals. Now, I've got leather in here, right? Yeah, I'll go ahead and grab a piece of leather out of there for the bookbinder. There we go. Alright. Mining gauge take 2. Go ahead and grab the descriptive book. I'm going to go ahead and put this notebook up in here. Also, I need to grab one more book. And I'll go ahead and just turn it into a linking book real quick. And I've got my other book stand in here. I've got a few torches. I could stand to make a few more. So I think I will. Go ahead and make a few more torches before I head off into this new world. Go ahead and take this mining age take 1 out of there. Put the mining age take 2 on the book stand. Make sure I'm in order. Lap pack's good. Alright. Uh-oh. I guess I have an instability issue because I'm getting poisoned. Ah. Yeesh. I mean, take 1 would have been alright, I think, if it wasn't for the eternal snow. Ah. But poison's going to be a major issue. I'm going to go ahead and run through the requirements off this page here. But first I need another ink vial. Let's go ahead and send the cart down. Go ahead and jump off the tower. I know at some point that's not necessarily going to be viable, but for now we'll have to do. Alright. And now I just grab the cart and make my way back up my elevator. And while I'm on my way up, I can go ahead and turn that water bottle into an ink vial. Yes, I know the texture looks a little weird on the ink vial, but oh well. Not a lot I can do with the textures at the moment. Let's go ahead and put the ink vial up in here. Might as well go ahead and put up the rest of my ink sacks, whichever chest they go in. Which chest do they go in? This one, okay. Alright. So now I'm just going to run through the list in order. We will start with weather. That's in here. Alright. And for weather, what I want is very simple. Overcast. Next up, lighting. I believe I have that under miscellaneous. Let's see here. Or is it? Or is it under celestial items? Might be under celestial items. Yeah, it's under celestial items. So go normal lighting. Alright. Next up is the terrain generator. And let's see, for the terrain generator, I'm going to take standard terrain. Let's see, it can take up to 2 material blocks. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about that. Alright. Biome controller, I'm going to go ahead and go with huge biomes. And then I'm going to go ahead and take, let's see, desert. Let's see, mountain ridge. And let's go savanna. And swampland. So why not? Alright. Let's see. Alright, celestial items. I need to list sun, moon, and stars. So let's see here. I'll take normal moon, normal stars. I have to take dark sun, I think, because I think that's the only sun I actually have. Alright. Go ahead and call this mining gauge take 3. Let's give that a go and see if that works any better. But before I do, grab myself a linking book back here to the overworld. Go ahead and grab a piece of leather. And I need to go ahead and craft myself 2 more book stands while I'm here. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and take the mining gauge, take 2 off of there. Leather. Notebook. Uh-oh. I don't have the ability to rename that, do I? Oops. Guess I got a little bit hasty there, didn't I? At any rate, I'm going to go ahead and put the descriptive book and the notebook up in there. Still good on everything. Well, not sure I approve of it being nighttime, but other than that, I'm not sure I dare complain too much. I'm not seeing any signs of instability, which is great. Yeah, I dare say I've got my mining gauge. So, back to the overworld I go. Now, I'm going to go ahead and grab my quarry. I also need to grab myself... No, I want 2 oak wood. I don't need that many sticks. 4 will do it. see, grab 4 redstone dust, and I'm going to go ahead and grab 3 lapis lazuli. Redstone dust on a stick is a redstone torch, and then lapis on a redstone torch is a landmark. And I have 1 redstone torch left to work with. Go ahead and put up my book stand. Let me think here. So I've got my landmarks, got my redstone torch, I've got my quarry. I am going to need some chests. Do I have some chests to work with? I'd like to think I do. Yeah, let me think. So I'm going to have one side into the ground. So I'm effectively going to have 3 sides. Well, maybe more, actually. Yeah, I'll go 4. 4 chests. Go ahead and grab half a stack of iron and half a stack of gold so I can upgrade my chests as far as I can. There we go. Turn the chest into iron chest. And then the iron chest into gold chests. Et voila. I'm almost ready. Just one last thing I need to grab before I'm actually truly ready. And unfortunately, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and grab it off camera real quick, and I'll meet you back in my mining gauge. Alright, I'm here in the mining world. I've grabbed my redstone energy cell. The engines were done, they had exhausted their lava, and it only gave me about 105,000 Minecraft joules. That's not enough to run the quarry all the way to the ground, but I'm not convinced it will need to be. Alright? As long as I start it low enough, I should be okay, and really I think this will work right here. I'll go ahead and put down the first landmark, then I'll put down a redstone torch next to it. This redstone torch is not a permanent fixture, it's just there for reference, alright? Now, what I want is the inner area, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is going to give me an interior of 8. And then likewise this way, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I want to put it in line like so. Right-click on this one, you actually see it form a box. Now I can get rid of the redstone torch. Go ahead and plant down the quarry. And yes, it does include a chunk loader, which is definitely helpful. Now, I'm going to go ahead and lay down some golden transport pipes. Yeah. And I think I'll actually go ahead and put... No, maybe I won't need that. No, I don't think I will need that now that I think about it. But I am going to go ahead and put my gold chest down. There, 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 and there. I doubt one 8x8 quarry can completely fill 4 golden chests, but I'm not taking any chances. Alright? Next up is to place down the energy conduit and the energy cell. Now, this is going to output its energy really quickly, 50 Minecraft joules a tick, and that's going to make the quarry run pretty quickly as soon as I use the crescent hammer on this right here. Alright, and there we go. It's already starting to build the quarry frame. It shouldn't take all that long now to finish off the frame. No, it's still... Well, that's weird. Okay, and now you can see how quickly it's clearing out the ground. So I'm just going to stand here and watch it while it does its work. I wish I could say it's going to last a while, but... I mean, we're already down to about 65,000 Minecraft joules in there. So it shouldn't last very long at all, unfortunately. I'm going to go ahead and say it. I think off camera I'm going to be crafting myself another, at least 1, maybe even 2 more redstone energy cells. And I'm also going to be making efforts to set up a more convenient system for charging the redstone energy cells. And as we watch the quarry continue to dig its way through the earth, until next time, this has been Ingenarius Cuborum. See you next time, everybody.